Hello, this is your Auntie Pam I-86 that telling you that being broke ain't no joke. So we can go ahead and get started. Now this is part two to broke dates that I did years ago. Okay, you can go back and watch that one. I'm gonna leave it in the description. But I was basically talking about as far as like going out on dates broke or your first date or where you going on your first date. Now I got plenty, oh my goodness, plenty of stories that could just, I'm not gonna make this video long, but plenty of stories that could tell you about these places that these men thought that they was gonna take me to. How much on my first date? Number one, ask me what I like first before you go trying to take me anywhere. Cause number one, baby, I had one thinking that you was gonna take me to Arby's. Arby's. I don't eat Arby's. One that thought you was gonna take me to Captain D's. And you had the nerve to think that Captain D's was a luxury restaurant, dude. Oh my goodness. So, have you not been past your couple of streets that you live on? Cause, baby, I don't do Captain D's either. So, and then you had the nerve to tell me, oh, you bougie and you high class, high maintenance, and why? Because I like what I like. Are you for real, dude? Like, oh, okay. And like I said, I ran into plenty of them, and I 86 them super fast because, like I said, baby, if you can't afford to take me where I want to go, and see, I'm so nice to the point where I'm not even finna pick nowhere where the plate is $200 per person. I'll be nice and pick somewhere where it's between 60 and 100. Because, like I said, I mean, if I can spend it on myself, I feel that you can too. Because if I go somewhere and I'm spending 60 on myself, or 75 or 100, you should be able to spend that too. I don't need you spending less than what I know I spend on myself. So that's just me being nice. How much some 60 to $100. I mean, like I said, really not putting a price on that because see that can go a lot of different ways because you have a lot of people that have dated. They've had a coffee date and now they've been married 30, 40 years. They went on a picnic date at the park and been married 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. So, I mean, you have stuff like that that do happen. And I love those Cinderella stories. I really do. You know what I'm saying? Those are real nice, cute little stories. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even opposed to that at all. The reason why I'm not opposed to it because if you be honest and tell me this from the beginning, then we can go ahead and throw out the whole notion of me thinking when you say, okay, well, I want to take you out on a date where you want to go, and then when we get there, you ain't got the money for it. Okay, so we're just Olive Garden. So it was this dude that was trying to holler at me, right? And he was like, "Oh, well, you so giving compliments and stuff like that." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you. So I want to take you out on a date. I want to take you out to eat where you want to go." And I was like, "Well, we can go to Olive Garden." So this is me just trying to be nice because of the simple fact that I met you at a library. So if I met you at a library and you're having to use their resources, then that means that you don't have much yourself. Okay. Now at this time, this ain't nowhere near recent, baby. This was like 10 years ago. Okay. So, like I said, me being understanding, I'm like, okay, I tell you what, we just gonna go to Olive Garden because I know that's affordable. Okay. So he was like, oh, okay. Well, baby, you should have told me then that you was unemployed and that you was trying to get yourself together and that you was living with your sister and this is all this stuff was going on with him. And that you was cutting grass on the side, just to have a couple of dollars in your pocket so you could pay your phone bill or whatever bill you need to pay and that your sister was taking care of you doing this, doing that. I mean, it was just so much wrong with the picture. But at this time, like I said, you never said anything about any of that. And of course, I'm nosy, so I'm gonna ask. But you know what? We leave some of these questions for the first date. So I'm like, oh, okay, if he asked me out, obviously he got the money to go ahead and pay for the first date. So okay. So we get to Olive Garden and uh he look at the menu. The menu is not what, maybe 16.99 for a plate, 20.99 for a plate. You got some of the plates 9.99, so it ain't like it's too expensive. And of course, I always come prepared. I got my money to pay for myself, so just in case I got need to get up and leave you to wash dishes or something like that, baby, I'm gone. But you looking at the menu, and now all of a sudden you want to sit and tell me, um, I don't have a $50, and the stuff on this menu is very expensive. Okay. I said, so why are we here? I said, if all you got is $50. Well, I thought you was gonna ask to go to Applebee's or Chili's and we can do the two for 20. I said, do I look like a Chili's and Applebee's girl to you? I said, I go to Chili's and Applebee's, honey, with my friends or with my sister. I mean, we go grab something and we come on back. But I said, that ain't where I'm trying to go for no first. No, honey. I said, that's not the atmosphere for a first date. No. Uh-uh. kids beside you screaming, yelling, and hollering. You got folks sitting beside you cussing and yelling and smacking and baby, that's not the environment for a first date. What are you thinking? We try no. So you got, like I said, restaurants that's cheap. Then you got the middle restaurants, and then you got the restaurants that's expensive. I would be nice. I'm not finna pick cheap, and I'm not even finna be dirty and pick expensive. I would pick the in between, where I know that you can afford it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at how much you tip. Cause see how much you tip tells me a lot about your character right there. And that's just not me talking from being a waitress for 8 years. That's me knowing that, the way you tip does say a lot about you, your personality, and your character. Because you got poor people and you got rich people that will tip you $2 on $100 check. I'm talking from experience now. And then you got the middle class people that will tip you 20, 30, $40 off of a $50 check. So I mean, how much money you got has nothing to do with your tip. It's about your character, and you knowing that that's how these people pay their bills. Waitresses and waiters from tips. So, and if you've never been one and you don't know that that's just how they pay their bills, you're not going to tip properly anyway because you don't know that they got to sit here and work hard all night just for you to sit here and be dirty and leave $2 on $100 tab. Okay, next. But yeah, honey, y'all thought y'all was finna ask me where I want to go. Cause like I said, I had them sitting here trying to. Baby, I'm not a McDonald's girl. You think I'm finna get a number 8 and then bigger size? No, I don't need a Wendy's salad. I can get my own Wendy's salad. Yeah, no. And then me telling you out at the time I was cussing, but me cussing you out, telling you that you done lost your bleep 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 mind because you sit here thinking that I'm finna eat this bleep bleep bleep, baby. And then you want to take me to a little Chinese buffet. Excuse me, this Chinese buffet is like $12.99. You really think that? It it was just so much wrong with you trying to take me somewhere that was cheap. Mm-mm. And then, like I said, y'all want to get attitudes when I suggest a middle class place to go. Okay, anyway, but this dude didn't have $50, so now I'm having to work within your budget because number one, I'm hungry. So whether I got to pay for the food or not, it don't even matter. I'm talking about my plate and then get up and leave you. But I'm trying to be nice, and I'm like, okay, because you were the relative of a friend of mine, and I really wanted to see how this was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you was a handsome guy and all that or whatever, but baby, $50 at Olive Garden. Like I said, if I'm spending 60 at Olive Garden and Red Lobster on my own, now we got a budget 50 for two people. So what I end up getting a 15.99 plate and a Sprite that was $1.99. Me being nice because I know y'all got to add text to that. So you ended up getting the same thing, 15.99 plate. So that's $16, 17, 18. Okay, and then so you got 18, 18, 36, 36 plus tax, $3.60. So you looking at 39, what, whatever. Basically, you might well just round it off to 40. So I'm looking like, okay, you might well just go ahead and get her the whole 50. You actually took your change back. So now I'm mad, and now I didn't cuss you out in front of everybody because you didn't sit here and took your change back. And I said, well, what about the tip? Oh, you got to leave a tip here? Oh, you got to leave a tip here? Did you just say that? Okay. So that's when I explained I used to be a waitress or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up leaving the tip. I ended up just giving the boy, giving the girl, it was a girl. I ended up just giving the girl $20. And I got up to leave. And see, I hate the fact that I even rode with you. Baby, never again. Um, the $10 that was left, you ended up giving it to me to put in my gas tank. In which, okay, that was a cute little gesture, but I got gas in my car. I didn't know. We good. Mm-mm. And now you want to go back to your sister's house, how much I'm having a glass of wine. And no, see, the glass of wine is what you should have paid for at the restaurant. Not you trying to give me some of your sister's wine for free. Free for me, but it's costing her because this is her wine, not yours. So now you want to sit here and lay up at your sister's house and then think that you finna Pat Rubin field. Mm-mm. So I ended up having to say some ugly, nasty words to let him know, baby, you ain't ready. You broke. And broke people ain't got no business trying to run around here humble someday trying to date somebody. No, baby, because you got people that got standards and values that not finna run around here and let you date them broke. Because if you trying to date me broke, there's nothing that you can do for me. What can you do for me? I got stuff happening, stuff going on. So I got bills to pay, and I A B C D E F and G. What can you do? Like I said, you living off of somebody else. So what you thought you was gonna do for me? And then you want to see and date me? Yeah, you want to date is a nice little notion, but if you ain't got the money for it, go about your business. Or either be honest and say, you know what, I think that you're a nice person, you look nice, you're attractive, blah blah blah. I really would like to take you out, but I'm not, financially, there yet. But I can, do a picnic for you in the park. I can afford, we can go and have a coffee because Starbucks so expensive. You spending $10 on coffee at Starbucks, baby, that's a plate somewhere. Mm-mm. So, but you can't, maybe McDonald's got the $1.25 coffee. You can go, you might as well go to McDonald's get $1.25 coffee and just sit there and talk. If you can't afford a date and you just want a cheap date, but if that person agrees to that, then okay, because they agreed to that. But that's not something I'm going to agree to. But you got plenty of people that agree to it. And like I said, you got folks that's been married off of coffee dates and picnic dates, been married 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Like I said, I know. I mean, I've seen the people, I've talked to the couples. I know. But like I said, me, no, they're just not. But baby, it got to be a heavy move of God for God to be like, you know what, go ahead and go out on this coffee date. That's the one I got for you. I'm gonna be like, okay, God, all right, I trust you. But like I said, just knowing you broke and you, cause see nowadays, baby, you got to be on the level of the person that you dating, or you above that level. What you uh, you can't. I'm here and then you all the way down there, and you can't help me and do nothing for me. What God said, we need to help me, not somebody that's. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that part right there alone. But baby, I'm quite sure plenty of y'all got stories about broke dates or somebody trying to take y'all out and they was broke, or you ended up having to pay for the check, and then I done heard so many stories about folks getting up leaving, and like I said, you told the manager, look, he ain't got the money, but I got mine, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave and pay you, and he just got to watch this or whatever, blah blah blah, and it'd be so funny because it's so true, but it'd be so funny. But like I said, please don't try to approach nobody and go out date on a date broke if that's just not how they go. Cause you ain't finna get far. Like I said, if you do, it's some desperate person that just wants some attention and just wants you to pet rub and feel, or just want a bed warmer, and they just gonna let you do it because that's just what they want. They have no values or standards, so that's just them. Cause I know some honey off of a Happy Meal at McDonald's, they done said honey, they done got a full sex session from McDonald's. Who good? Yeah, he let me biggest size it, child. Okay, so that made you cock your legs open because he let you biggest size that number 6 that you ordered. Okay, Miss No Standard. All right, but like I said, that don't work for everybody. But like I said, if you got a story that you want to share, baby, put it down up in the comments, or just let me know how you how you feel about like I said, going out broke. Like I said, I'm not knocking that, just don't work for me. But I'm not knocking it because, like I said, there have been success stories from not having money and going out broke. Or like I said, be creative. There and then you know what? It is free places that you can actually go and have a nice day, and it's free places that you can go. I don't care if you gotta take them over somebody's house and let them get a plate, or like I said, you do the picnic thing, or either you do the coffee thing, just let that person know up front. Don't have no surprises when you get to the restaurant like I did, and you home somewhere. Oh, you got is $50. Oh, okay. But this is the first and the last date, and that's exactly what it was, the first and the last. And like I said, he wasn't the only one that did that, but that's why I ended up 86 and told me the people within a 24-hour span because no, because they didn't know how to be honest. They didn't know how to open their mouth and say, "Oh, I ain't got it," or I really would like to date you. You're attractive, or I really would like to go somewhere with you to get to know you, but I don't have the money for that. So what do you think? Where do you think we should go? Or if you don't want to date me because of that, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know, how I felt, blah blah blah. If you honesty, baby, would get you further than you run around here pulling a stunt like that. Because if you was just being honest, I would be like, you know what, shoot, let me go ahead and hook up a couple sandwiches. I can go ahead and bring the wine and the glasses and da 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 da. Meet me at the park, under the big oak tree. I probably would have gave you a chance if you had been honest, but you didn't. So you messed it up yourself. And like I said, a lot of people mess it up for themselves because they don't want to be honest. But I thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you and peace.